Peace. So, this is a very, very good subject. I know a lot of people would like to hear me talk about because of my denunciation of Christianity back in 2015. I was an agnostic, meaning I only believed in God and that was it. And the God that I subscribed to was the God of the Bible, so to speak, like his same principles, so to speak. I felt like the Bible had put too much on us as people when it comes to the standards they wanted us to live by, which caused us to fall into bondage. So, because of the manipulation, it made me fall back from Christianity, but I still believed in God. Now, based upon research, I've discovered new information. Jesus was confirmed outside of the Bible. I repeat, Jesus was confirmed outside of the Bible. One thing I don't like about you Bible thumpers is trying to prove Jesus is real with just using the Bible. Like, that's literally like saying Spider-Man is real because this comic book said so. So there was an account with Josephus that was outside of the Bible, and there are also accounts of Roman Catholic soldiers that actually talk shit about Jesus and his disciples. That is what I realized this is actually true. From then on, things started making sense. Prophecy started being fulfilled. The Bible started making sense. Now, I'm not saying to literally take the Bible for what it is, word for word, because you have to really decode and read and decipher what the Bible is saying. And I'm going to say that we're living in a new age, in a new time. So you can say, oh, the four horsemen or whatever. You could talk about horsemen. I'm going to just use horsemen. You know your vehicle has what? Horsepower. We're not riding in horses no more. These vehicles now are considered our horses. So that's one small literal sense of not twisting and making sense of what you're reading. Because a lot of things happen out of pocket. Another part of this is actually studying and knowing about other religions. Once you indulge, and I don't even want to say that too heavy because a lot of information people can't take it. But for those who can, once you indulge, you find out that God simply just sends somebody on earth to set the standard once again when everything is backwards and out of control. These are the same things that talked about the second coming of Christ. This is literally what we're living in. We're living in a time where a standard has to be set because people are believing the most dumbest shit with no knowledge. And our people perish for a lack of it, and they're perishing right now. So understand me when I say this. Christ is here. Christ is nothing but a title by saying the anointed one. Jesus was Jesus of Nazareth. Christ was not his last name. It was only a title. And, you know, when it comes to these type of situations, we have to make room for God. One of our problems is that we don't make room for God. We expect Jesus to come out the clouds and walk on water and do all of these things. But Christ said, greater works you shall do. So, think about it. What is greater works? Well, let's use him walking on water, for example. And I'm going to say this. Some stuff can be exaggerated claims. I don't put it past it. But one thing I will say is that if he walked on water, don't we have boats now? If he saved Peter out of the water, now we have helicopters that can drop a raft down and save you out the ocean. Instead of walking on water, we have speedboats that can go up to 200 miles an hour. Is that not greater than what Christ did? We do greater things every day. Humanity as a whole has now developed some of the most intricate levels of technology we have never seen. Now, those devils, they try to stop our progressions, but ultimately, we still are capable of greater works. And I gotta get people to understand, when you sit here and you deny Christ, you deny your own consciousness. Because we all have a Christ consciousness, a Christ ethic about ourselves. One of the golden rules was to treat others how you want to be treated, no matter what religion you're in. And I must go a step further and say, when they say, oh, good people can't go to heaven, I feel like that's a lie. How in the world could God send somebody to hell for being a good person? These are the type of things that you have to question and know for yourself the truth or not. If we all have a God in us, if we all have a true God in us, would you send a good person to hell? No, I wouldn't send a good person to hell. Devils send good people to hell. So I'm just letting you know that these things have come to pass and it's still coming to pass. And God said that he's going to do a new thing, give you new perspective, give you new lessons. These are things that are considered radical. Jesus was what? A radical. They hated him first. So if they hate you, you know why. They want to discredit you. They want to edit you. But you got to know that your level of thinking is very much so needed in today's trying times. I don't have to be a monarch. I'd rather spread so you can see not just one butterfly, but a beautiful fleet of butterflies. Peace.